Morning replayers. Morning replayers. What? Alright, guys. We're back. We're live. We've been long from the 1363. For the guys that are very risk averse, we took profits at the 1388. We continue to go long again at 1382. And you guys should still be long. That's where we left off. We want to see if this 1410 level is going to fall. The 1400 level is being very stubborn. And, you know, from here forward, I either expect a retracement and then the 1410 to get attacked, or we get a big candle and take it out, because that level is in the crosshairs of most traders right now. Not retail traders, professional traders. So for you guys hopping in the room this morning, congratulations. If you took profits, had a nice morning trade, a nice profit taking to start off the day is always great, especially when it's on a Friday. Ending out the week with a gain is really good for the cycle going into next week. It's like ending your ball game on a winning shot, leaving the court on a winning free throw, so to speak. And so, in either case, we have good momentum going into next week when we open up the program for the alert system to everybody. Well, not everybody. Everybody who emails me and who I feel is a good fit. You know, some people just are not ready to trade yet, and for those people, I'm gonna email them and ask them if they really want to be in the program. Because if you're not ready to trade, then the alerts program is not going to be of use to you. But if you're not ready to make pips, you're not ready to make pips. You know, I guess that's the bottom line right there. If you're not ready to ball, you cannot ball. You have to crawl before you ball, baby. You have to crawl before you ball. You can't get born into balling. Nobody is born into balling. Maybe on a relative basis. I think if you're born in the U.S., you were born into balling. You're as close as you can get as born into balling if you're born in a first world country that has rights where we can hop on here and kill pips daily. Right? Right? Yeah, baby. Candlestick is just kind of moseying on up. We're just gonna mosey on up to this 1410 level. We're gonna take some fucking pips out of the market, and then we're gonna go and have ourselves a root beer. Shabba! Shabba! I reckon this candlestick is being a stubborn thing. Shabba! You know, how many people in this room have no idea what that means, man? Come on, Shabba Ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, Shabba Ranks trading pips in the fucking house. Come on now. I'm gonna just start introducing guest stars as like newbie people start popping in. If they've got a name that's like of a celebrity or something, I'm just gonna start introducing them. Jose's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen. Jose, what's up, brother? You missed it. Shabba Ranks just popped in the house. Ricky Tiki Tar. What up? I love it. Jose, we've been long since the 1363 level, which is about 30 pips. This 1400 level is she's being very stubborn, to be honest. How many graves do I have to dig? You know, we had one troll pop into the room earlier, but I just blocked him. He said something about a harmonica scanner, and I was like, fuck this. Just blocked him. As soon as he said HAR, I just blocked him. As soon as I saw the HAR, I just blocked. Boy, oh boy. Ambition Live, what's up, man? Ladies and gentlemen, I told you when we have a celebrity in the house, I'm going to introduce them. Ambition Live is in the house. Ambition, what's up, buddy? Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, Craigslist too, right? So guys, I got a hot coffee. We're up about 30 pips so far. And as I said, I believe this 1400 level is going to show some retracement. Right now, what it's looking to be in the market is that if the algo switches south, we would still take that. We would exit, take profits. But I do believe that we're going to get another pop upwards because this 1410 level is looking ripe for the taking. That's the SIG level. And as you guys can see, Prime determined that 1410 SIG level all the way back here, 11 a.m. on the 6th. I'm sorry, I didn't see that comment. Please post again. On the 6th, Prime determined at 11 a.m. that was a SIG level. And you see that the SIG level is likely to come into play again today. When we have price movement like this and we go through this top, and you see that there is a top here, so technically this is a double top, okay? We've tested the 0 Fibonacci level drawn from last week, and the price movement has not gone below the 23.6 fib from last week. Maximize, welcome to the room. How are you? I'm sending out emails to you guys today. When we have this type of price movement, it's very positive for a pop. It's very positive for a pop upward. Hey, hey. And so, in the back of our minds, even though we're using and following an artificial intelligence algorithm, this stream is about killing pips. We take pips on a daily basis. We're otherwise known as the pip killers. Hashtag pip killers. We outperform your current Forex mentor by at least 100%. By at least. Big pippin', I like that. What's up, buddy? Pimp? Well, yeah, we're known to pimp a few pips. I mean, the irony, pip pimp. I like the hashtag pip pimp. The fact that the spelling is so close together just warrants that they're going to be used in tandem at some point. Candlestick pimp. Yeah, it just warrants that those two phrases, words, are going to be used at, some point. Pippin' for a living. New SIG level. I'm thinking that this is not a SIG level, because we haven't had, the algorithm would fire off short and then long and short and long. You would see that there would be some, it would look like confusion on the part of the algorithm. It's not confusion. That's how Prime is marking a SIG level. Yeah, so we've been holding since 1363. And like I said, it's unfortunately going to be a slow process. We may get a retracement down to the SIG level and then pop back up, is what I'm thinking. Because there's just no force behind this candle. How much is the initial investment? Depends on your leverage. Depends on your leverage. I mean, you can control 10,000 units of a currency with a $1,000 deposit, and you know that's only 10 times leverage. How much did we earn this week, baby? How much did we earn? We are up currently 430 pips for the week. 430 pips for the week. So, depending on your leverage, how much is that dependent on the leverage? Well, let's go over some numbers. If you're controlling 10,000 units of currency, you had a $430 week thus far. Nothing crazy, but not repeatable by the world's, average traders. Only the top players are going to be pulling out 430 pips in a week. Only the ballers do that. If you're trading a normal lot size, you're controlling 100,000 units of currency, you walked away with about $4,300 so far this week. Okay? If you're bowling with a capital B, and you're controlling 10 lots, 1,000,000 units of currency, you walked away with $43K this week. Ain't that some shit? 43K in a week? Is it possible? You bet your ass it is. It's possible, guys. It's numbers. It's just adding zeros. However, what must come before the balling, what must come before the balling is the crawling. It's just a matter of time with a winning strategy that you reach that level. If the strategy is winning. I just better have my money. But the hardest part is getting a strategy that's winning. Alpha is not given away for free, guys. Alpha takes effort above and beyond what the mass is willing to do. Alright? Last night wasn't a night for me. I was up until 5 a.m. I'm not shitting you. Getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep is the fucking norm for me right now. It's the norm. Coffee by the gallon is the norm for me right now. But guess what? When 4:30 p.m., candlestick boner. Give me that 1408, baby. All right. Eddie, did you set your out at 1408? You're about to hit it. Boom. You should be out, Eddie. Eddie, you should be out of this position right now. Hashtag fucking profits. I loves me some candlesticks. The parodies that we could do with movies alone. I mean, we could make a t-shirt business out of this, guys. We could just make a t-shirt. Forget about the pips. I don't care about the fucking pips. Someone get me a t-shirt. Someone get me a t-shirt, baby. We are going to start printing t-shirts that just make people in public stop you and ask, "Sir, I just have to ask, what exactly does candlestick boner mean?" Well, technically we watch profits all day, not the CPU. See, what you're looking at is the digital representation of money. Pippy Bobby. Pippy Lawn Stockings. Call me the Pip Meister. The Pip Meister. Will Pip for food. Hashtag Will Pip for food. All I know, Pip Gates. All I know is that we made money this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We were long. All right, you see that, guys? Prime has switched it up. Prime is now short at the 1405 level. Now, will this be a sig or a short? It doesn't matter to me. At this point, we already took profits at 1408, right? You guys saw that. We know that the sig level is likely to be resistance to the upside. So prime is short at 1405. Now this may go either way. We may go long short, long short, long short. If this becomes a sig level, you're gonna see it switch up, switch up, switch up. But I'll tell you this. There is not a Forex mentor on the internet right now that gave pips this morning like FX Prime gave pips. From 1363 to 1408. Alright, so you see that, how it's switching up? So at this point, if you guys were in the alert system, you would have got short, and then we would have got taken out. We would have went long, and it may go short again. But at this point, it's long. And this is how we control the losses, because if this pops through 1410, it's going to pop. But it's not likely to pop. It's likely to go short because we're due for a retracement. Remember, I was telling you guys, with this type of movement, we're due for a retracement because the price does want to, in fact, take out that 1410 sig level. But because we've had a run, you know, we took 45 pips this morning alone, guys. Alright, so we took 45 pips this morning alone. And it took a lot of energy to get 45 pips. So the bulk of traders are going to say to themselves, is it worth taking profits at this point? And we're going to go short. I'm believing that we're going to go short. And you see Prime keeps firing back and forth, but now it's a short. And so we may have lost 5 pips because Prime marks that as a sig level now. Prime marks that as a sig level and we are short. Come on, give me some hearts, people. Invite some people along for this ride where we fucking murder pips on a daily basis. I'm sorry for getting so excited. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry for getting so excited. I can't contain myself. I can't contain myself because I know somewhere there's some Ivy League prick that is upset that he's losing to the algorithm. But that's how it has to be. Why? Why can't I draw here, guys? What's going on? What's going on? All I want to do is draw. Alright, it's not letting me draw that sig level. For some reason, that's weird. 1405. Just took another grand this morning. Mason, I love it. I love it. I love seeing people gain, man. I love seeing people gain. I'm not understanding why it's not letting me draw a sig level at 1405. Might be too much happening on the chart. You see that, guys? Awesome job, Mason. Give yourself a pat on the back, buddy. $5,500 the morning. Nice work, nice work. And that's leverage, guys. Controlling risk and catching the trend. Two of the most important things and two of the hardest. Yeah, man, the overview is that we basically make money. That's the overview. Yeah, Mason went in. What were you controlling, dude? You went in on a normal lot? No, you were doing more than that, dude. You were doing you're doing 10 lots? Are you talking about that you were just 18 lots? Oh, that's a baller. Mason, you're balling, buddy. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's not easy. Now, I can guarantee you that anybody popping in the room and seeing it is going to think it's fake, A. Yes. But you know what? It's all good, baby. It's all good. You're seeing stuff work right in front of your eyes. You're seeing how the algorithm is working right in front of your eyes. Anybody popping in the room is going to say, that's not real, or, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. The scoreboard doesn't lie, ladies and gentlemen. The market is always right. And Mason made some really good plays. And so what you get for making good plays and for controlling risk is money deposited. Yeah, right? 45 seconds, open to close. In and out. Excellent work, man. You don't get any more time value than that. 45 seconds, open to close, making a few $100, if not over $1,000 on that last trade, right? $1,100 in 45 seconds. What's the time value of $1,100 in 45 seconds? Just imagine if you could duplicate that across multiple exchanges and multiple... Guys, we're playing one currency. One currency. Right. But see, the concept is that leverage is not magically bestowed upon anyone. You know what I mean? Leverage takes responsibility, and it takes an enormous amount of effort. You guys see this? You guys see this? Another 10 pips right there. Guys, can we please get an invite? The more everything grows, I promise you, the more I will give you guys. The SIG is at 1405. Actually, 1406. It didn't let me draw it before. I've made a note of the SIG level at 1406. I'm going to... After we exit trades for this morning, I'm going to reboot the program. I think there's just too much movement going on for some reason the drawing isn't working. There's just a lot of price action right now. So I just made a note of it. At 11 a.m. Eastern Time, the SIG was formed at 1406. Yeah, you know, it's like right now New York is the only market that's open until the end of day. So you guys got to understand, on a Friday, from now until 4 p.m., New York is the only market that's open. You know, so the volatility that's here is pretty much what we're stuck with. You know, there's not going to be another market opening until Sunday night. We're getting retracement to the SIG. And so the price movement from this point forward is likely to be, you know, all over the place, not so much force, retracement, sideways movement. The way the chart's set up, I can't because it will disturb the algorithm. I can hop on after. And maybe take a static picture of it. All right. Long is in play right now. Long is in play from 1406. So the retracement came down, and that was where big money came into the market and started buying. Now the long is in play from 1406 SIG level. We're going to go through this 1410. Are we? Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, we're going short again. Well, we're at a SIG level right now. So right now the price change is very erratic. And there's a lot of shorts and longs coming into the market either way. So we got to be patient. And we got to realize that 1406, so if we go long and short at 1406 all day, we're not taking large losses, right? So we went long at 1406, we would be down 4 pips, but then we went short at 1406 again, or 1405. So now we're short again from the 1406 SIG level. These levels are not coincidence, guys. Prime is determining the instantaneous order flow. Instantaneous order flow. And it's going to win out one way or the other. And when it does, that's when we get the break. If we lose a few pips at the SIG level, I'm not worried about that because I know that the price movement that will occur and win out is going to give me well over the amount of pips that I'll lose by switching positions at the SIG level. Guys, what I'm teaching you here, there is not a single other person anywhere that can teach you this. Not that will teach you this. That is even capable of teaching this. There really isn't. No problem, Diaz. I'm not just saying that to toot my own horn, but the fact of the matter is, like so many new people will come in here and they won't understand the significance of what's occurring. You know, the fact is that 1406 is essentially the pivot point for all price movement. That is where the other algorithms, the other banks, are placing the longs and shorts. Now you got to understand that not everybody is trading the 1 hour time frame. Certain banks are going to be hedging for maybe the entire month. Yeah, Jose, it just means that you're short the euro. Bail Buddy. Yeah, man, I haven't seen Bail Buddy in a while. Tell him I said what's up. You would be selling the euro, Jose. So everything's in relation. It's basically a currency cross. So when the candlesticks go up, you're long the euro, meaning the euro is gaining value versus the USD. And right now the euro is losing value versus the USD. Ah, cool. Does baby tits? What can I say? It's noontime. I got titties on the mind. Little Freudian slip there. I love it. Baby pips, yes, they should explain, the difference between longs and shorts, but that's just common knowledge in the currency markets. Baby. I love it. I love it. Hey, even if I don't make you guys some pips, at least I give you some laughs. At least I give you some laughs while you're making the pips. Hashtag baby tits. 1406 sig level. Just kind of making love to the price motion. Kind of making love to the price motion. All right. All right, we're the t-shirt count is I don't think there's a company that's even going to be able to make this many t-shirts. I'm going to have to get like. All right, so we're long from 1406, guys. We will play that as a long at 1406. And I'll tell you what I'm starting to notice is that this price indecision normally comes about only when the New York session is open, which tells me that a lot of New York traders don't know what the hell they're doing. Make up your damn mind, man. Is you staying or is you going, man? Is you staying or is you going, man? Because I'll hop on whatever direction you want to go. But you got to make a decision. Is you staying or is you going? Yeah, Mason, right now, like I said, only the New York session is open from now until the 4 a.m. close. So, guys, we essentially made all the moves that were made, that were available in terms of a very distinguishable price direction already this morning. When we're at the SIG level, you got to understand, you see it firing off right in front of your eyes. That is Prime's way of telling us that this 1406 level is going to be significant going forward. And so, the way that we could play it is you go long at 1406 right now, take 2 or 3 pips on the way up, and then if it goes short again, short at 1406, take 2 or 3 pips on the way down. I'll do that all day, man. As long as you're clearing the spread, just play that all day. If you're doing large enough lot sizes, if you're trading, more than one lot, that's going to add up. But I think it's more important to understand that you're kind of getting to see how the algorithm is thinking in real time. And what it tells you is that the order flow right now at 1406, the bid and the ask, there's a lot of orders going in between, and that is likely caused by these bullshit high frequency fucking trading programs that are supposed to be adding liquidity to the market when really all they're doing is fucking spamming fake orders. Alright, bro, I'm telling you, what you're watching here is more important than baby pips, because I can teach you what's on baby pips, but baby pips can't teach you this shit. I'm just being honest. You want to get accustomed to seeing price action. Alright? That is part of the pattern differentiation. And in a way, as a trader over a decade, you develop almost an eidetic type memory. Well, think of it this way. Right now you're watching price action. So right now you're doing a visual, you're stimulating your visual cortex, and your brain and your eyes are recording the price action. So this way you get to see, you know, what should you be thinking right now? I'll tell you what I'm thinking as a professional trader. Right now, only the New York market is open. Alright? SIG levels were flashing only when the New York market was open. Alright? We're heading into the 1410 level. We just had a SIG at 1406. 1410 is going to break. The candle is going to pop on the way up. I'm just giving you commentary of what's going on in my mind. I believe this candle is going to pop through the SIG level. Alright? Money don't sleep in the fucking house. In the house. I said that like a West Coast rapper. Guys, in the background we have a female DJ. Her name is Dinka. I like her music, man. I like that a lot. Money don't sleep. Money don't sleep. I'll tell you what, I should have just... You know what? In the 2 hours I was sleeping, man, I should have been online making money. Because this move here, the algo still took, but I was sleeping during this move. But the algo still took from 1386 to 1366. I missed 20 pips, man. I missed 20 pips. I know, right? We need to get a t-shirt. Money don't sleep. You're hearing that there's demand for a Money Don't Sleep emoticon t-shirt. So, Money Don't Sleep, I would pay attention to the demand. Pay attention to the demand, brother. There is demand for a Money Don't Sleep emoticon t-shirt. Who will be the first to bring that bitch to market? Because I'll tell you what, I will surely buy a Money Don't Sleep American Apparel Tri-Blend t-shirt. Alright? Guys, if you're going to get a t-shirt, it has to be American Apparel Tri-Blend. It feels like it's making love to your body while you're wearing that shit. Yeah, but you know what? I don't care where it's made. As long as it feels silky. If it feels silky, I will support it. I will support it. Besides, man, globalization. Globalization in the house. You know, nobody's a country anymore. It's all digits now. American Apparel Sex. Nice hashtag. Alright, calm down, Mason. Don't go throwing fucking 20 and 30 lots at this shit, okay? Reel in the desire to go more lots. Alright? Just focus. Alright, I hear you, man. Just focus on the repeatability of the day-to-day. Don't go too leveraged, man. Don't go too leveraged. I have no idea how big your account is, but just don't go too leveraged, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, 1410 falling. Can I draw this 1406 sig level? Let's see if this works finally. See, it's not letting me draw this sig level. Bastard. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Alright. I missed your comments, guys. I was focusing so hard on trying to draw that sig level. Mason, call it a day, buddy. Call it a day. You gotta reward yourself. Go out, get yourself a nice coffee, go to the store, get a nice steak. Yeah, Jose, you can make money with any price movement. Alright, guys, look at that. You see the pop? I love it. I love it. I love it. Bam, another 10 pips. 12 pips. You see that? Another 12 pips right there. I fucking love it. Can I get some hearts, baby? Can I get some invites? Can I get some hearts? I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm loving it, man. I'll be honest, there's nothing that I'd rather be doing right now. That's a lie. Alright? I would rather be trading from the cockpit of a fucking fighter plane. I don't think you could get any more adrenaline than that. If I could trade from the cockpit of a fighter plane, then I think I would rather be doing that. Maybe the cockpit from, you know, maybe a Ferrari 458 Speciale. If there was some way that I could just do voice command trading while I was driving that shit, or flying a fighter jet, I think that's the pinnacle. I don't think there's anything more than that. Hashtag pips while flying. Hashtag Top Gun Pips. Yeah, baby. Top Gun Pips in the house. Talk about living the fast life. You know what? Anybody else that'll take 100 pips while flying Mach 1? I don't know anybody else, ladies and gentlemen. And doing it on Periscope. I don't know anybody else. But you know, guys, it takes, when I told you it takes a certain personality to be a trader, and the whole thing about why trading is not something that's a fit for MLM. You know, anybody could sell a fucking acai drink through MLM. Alright? You just have to be a salesperson. But not everybody can trade, because if you are not wired, if you are not wired to want more, no matter how much you get, okay? If you are not wired, if you don't say to yourself, man, today was a decent day, you know, we just took, technically we're up 53 pips right now, alright? If you're not like, man, I want another 53 pips, like right now, you're not wired to be a trader. Because it's that mentality of not necessarily being greedy, but it's the mentality and the pursuit of greatness. It's the mentality and the pursuit of alpha, of finding the truth, of what the fuck am I staring at? What is this price movement? And treating it like a competition. So if you don't have that competitive mind state, whether it's in trading or playing Go or playing chess or playing checkers or crossword puzzles, if you don't stare at those games and become enamored with just the love of beating the mental competition, you're not wired to be a trader. You guys understand that? Like, it takes a certain type of wiring. And you can't recruit that shit. And you can't necessarily teach it. Like, you guys are in this room because there is a certain affinity towards risk-taking. Every single one of us in this room right now has an affinity to take risk when there's more a reward attached to it. Every single one of us. Right, you can't teach ambition. You can't teach what is essentially animalistic nature. Alright? We're collecting 5 coconuts, but fuck it, we want 6. Because you never know. You may need 6. And once you get 6, you're going to be like, you know what? I need 7 because I just never know when I'm going to need that 7th coconut. It becomes a survival thing. It becomes a survival thing. It's a reptilian nature to want more no matter how much you have. Right. And sometimes that works against us as traders. If I didn't have this algorithm, let's face it, when that retracement occurred on this candle, when the retracement occurred on this second candle, every novice trader sold. Sold at the exact wrong time. Sold when they could have been taking an extra 20 pips, 25 pips. We're up an extra 25 pips from that level. So they sold and they left 25 pips on the table because of emotion. It's a hot song. This is a trippy song because it gives you like some type of revelation of this infinite because of that echo of the synth in the backgrounds. It's like, I love house music, man. $10 a pip, you're controlling a normal lot size. You're controlling 100,000 units. If you're leveraged 100, which I do not recommend, you would need a minimum of $1,000. If you're leveraged 10, you would need a minimum of 10,000. Mason's in the house again, baby. Everybody should congratulate Mason. Guys, when people do well, make sure you congratulate them. I hear you, buddy. Or you could do 5K 20. But Wu-Tang Clan, what up? No, that's definitely something to be excited about, man. It's okay to brag. I mean, this is the way I see it, right? If you brag, the only people that get upset from a braggadocious nature, I mean, assuming you're not just being a prick and you know, trying to rub it in people's faces. But if you're bragging from the standpoint of trying to motivate people. The only people that are going to be offended by that are the people that don't feel that they can do it themselves. Right? Right. Wow, look at this. Retracement to the 406 SIG level. And you know what? Those people that get upset by that, that's their problem, not yours. Because a hustler is going to view that and get motivated. I don't know about you guys, but every single time I see, every single time I see a display of wealth, that motivates me. Some other people look at it. If they're vibrating on a low frequency, people see wealth and they get disgusted. People see wealth and they get intimidated and angered by it. But that's only because they're on a lower frequency, because they believe that it's not possible for themselves. Right. Exactly. And that's the right question for you to ask. Is how would I do that? The SIG is still 1406, Mason. Olymp trade? No. Hashtag Pipkillers. Hashtag Pipkillers. But I guess hey, if this was the Trade Olympics, let's just say we win a couple gold medals every single day. I'm not bragging, but, hey, someone's got to speak the truth. I have no idea what that is. Is it a platform? There's a million platforms out there. And guys, let me just reiterate, I care not about the platform. I care not about the broker. I care about the strategy. With the correct strategy, I don't care who connects me to the market, because the market is mine. The market is mine with the correct strategy. It doesn't matter how I'm connecting to it. It doesn't matter if I'm connecting from Thailand, from China. I don't care where I'm connecting from or who my broker is or what my platform is. With the right strategy, it's money. The connectivity, as long as it's a broadband connection and it's real-time pricing, I care not how I get to the market. And that's my point, in making an alert system available for you guys and not necessarily caring about, which platform. The platform doesn't matter. Come on, man. I'll tell you right now, TOS has some of the best coders in the world. All right? TOS and Interactive Brokers have some of the best coders in the world. What am I naming? FX Prime. FX Prime, Jose. It's already been named. Man, every time we retrace back to this SIG level, we could have just been taking pips, like go long again at 1406. Boom, another 2 pips. I mean, it's insane. It's ridiculous. It's hashtag bleeding pips. Can I get a hashtag bleeding pips? We bleed pips. We bleed pips, man. When you're living it like this, you're bleeding pips. How can you guys not get excited about this, right? 7 ballers in this room and everybody else is either working a day job or looking at shit that doesn't matter. right? Could be, Mason. Could be. You know, we're floating between two sig levels right now, and so that's why you see that price just go in between the two sig levels. Secure the bag. Hashtag release the Pippin. There we go. Release the Pippin. We could get some of the funniest memes in this room ever. And the funniest part is that no one would know what the hell we're talking about. That's the best part. That is the best part. I'm completely honest when I say there is nothing I'd rather be doing right now. I'm completely honest when I say that. Yes, that's correct, Jose. And we did it live. But don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to middle class. Don't make that your goal. Don't make that your so-called benchmark. All right? For the first thing that you want to do when it comes to thinking wealthy, make your benchmark much, much higher. And it's hard to do that. Hey, you don't think that I used to have that mindset myself? Every single person, they've done studies on this, guys. Have you read The Millionaire Next Door? I hope you guys have read The Millionaire Next Door. I actually have the book on my desk underneath a pile of shit papers. If you read that book, like, who's the author? I think Charles Staley is the author. Like when they interview millionaires, right? People that are decamillionaires, all right, or millionaires to decamillionaires, right? And the reason why they do the interviews on this is because it's entirely possible to build a net worth, liquid net worth, not counting your houses or assets that cannot be readily sold and made liquid. So we're talking liquid net worth between 1 million and 10 million. When they interview people that are in that range of wealth, it takes them 30 to 35 years of being at that level of wealth before they become comfortable and think to themselves that they finally made it. Can you imagine that? So that means that if they become millionaires by the age 20, they don't necessarily become comfortable with that fact coming from a lower class or middle class upbringing until they're about 45 to 55 years old. Think about that. So the interim spent between 25 and 55, they're thinking every single morning when they wake up that they just might lose it, that they're just not comfortable. Yeah, Jose, that means that you need to get rid of those people and not spend time with them. I'm not talking like a mafia hit or anything like that. I'm talking about you just don't spend time with those people. Because 10 years from now, those will be the people borrowing money from you. I'm not even shitting you. I told you about the guy. I told you about the guy that, did nothing but fucking diss my business and diss me and all that stuff. And he just called me last week. He wants to know if I can give him a job. Ain't that some shit? First of all, to have the balls to call me if I can give you a job is just balls on a whole nother level. Especially after you did nothing but fucking badmouth me for years, right? But to expect that I'll actually give you a job afterwards is I don't know, comical at the best. Right? I mean, it's the low frequency mindsets that you just must completely eliminate out of your mind and out of your atmosphere and out of, like, if you're living with people that have low frequency mindsets, your goal should be, your first goal should be do whatever you can to get out of that atmosphere, because that atmosphere is going to stifle your creativity, your risk taking, your thinking. Everything that will make you wealthy, hanging around poor people, will take it from you. And I'm not talking about poor in terms of the bank account, because there's a difference between broke and poor. Poor is a mindset, and broke is an instantaneous moment. You understand that? I'll say it again. Poor is a mindset. Broke is an instantaneous moment. If you are broke, it just means that you don't have cash flow to meet whatever obligations you have right now. Even if there's not many obligations, all right? That's broke. Broke is you don't have the cash flow. Poor is a mindset. Poor is a way of thinking. Poor is a entitlement mentality. Poor people get starstruck when they see celebrities. Rich people see a celebrity and are like, hey man, let's link up and do something. You see that difference in thinking? Don't have a poor mentality. It's okay to be broke for a while, but don't be poor. Yeah. Alright guys, so at this point we see that 1406 SIG level is just kind of flirting with us. I mean, we could have taken 2 pips, 5 pips, in either direction. But if no traders are going to come into the market and force this to move, and we've already made, 50 pips today, just starting from 9 o'clock. From 9 o'clock, 2 hours and 45 minutes, we made 50 pips. 50 pips in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Quantify what it is. It's $50 on a mini lot. It's $500 on a normal lot. And it's $5,000 on a 10 lot. Okay? And that's what we did in 2 hours and 45 minutes. And right now the price is just blah. Okay? Most of the traders are taking an early lunch. And all the ballers, they're not coming back after lunch. They're going golfing at the country club. And so it's likely from this point forward to be very muted, non-distinguishable price movement. We'll get some shorts. We may get 10 pips long, 5 pips short. But in terms of distinguishable movement that we can actually capture alpha on, when you see a SIG level like this pop up, it means that price is probably going to be erratic. Nothing major happening, especially on a Friday afternoon. I'm telling you, everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Traders have already left for the day. The baller traders already made their money. Now we would be short from 1406. We may pick up a few pips. Even if it is a nice long-term short, there's really no reason for us to play it at this point. Ain't no relaxing this weekend. Right. Use the weekend to do the bulk of your... this would be my advice, is the bulk of your reading should be done when the markets are closed. And there's nothing else to do. You can't play the markets, right? You can't play the markets when they're closed, so that's when you would do the bulk of your reading and analysis and look back on your week. Strategize for the upcoming week. Look at the economic calendar. All the basic shit that we do on a Sunday night, guys. It's there for a reason. It's just our basic routine, and you have to be with a winning trader to know what the basic routine is. And that's why I say I look at a lot of other Forex quote-unquote gurus, and they don't disclose their routine, and so I know they're not winning traders. Because you cannot be a winning trader without a routine. You cannot. Rockborg, what's up? And so the only plays that we took today were the short from the 1386 level, which went long at 1363. That's 23 pips. And then we took 50 pips to the upside. So today's net is 83 pips. 83 pips before noon. And guys, no open positions over the weekend. 0 open positions over the weekend. Do not leave open positions over the weekend. Do not expose yourself to risk. That is not needed. Understood? That's understood, right, guys? 0 open positions over the weekend. Give me some hearts if you guys hear me. Give me some comments. Jose, the highest leverage I would go for a beginner is probably 20 to 1. There's no reason to take on excess risk, guys. We have a strategy that is repeatable. There is no reason to expose yourself to excess risk. Remember, I told you all of the initial posts that I made on Periscope were all about risk management. And so every time you feel the inkling to up your risk, go read a few pages in a risk management book. Yeah, FX Pro is the broker that you're choosing. I was going to say, I've never heard of that broker. I'll have to look them up. I honestly don't know. Yeah, you know, if you look at everything in terms of controlling risk, and that's what we did, guys. You see how every single play today, this morning, we controlled risk. We didn't even have to place a stop loss. Did you notice that? Now you tell me what trader in their right friggin' mind would trade an entire day without putting in a single stop loss. We didn't, because we have the algorithm, we did not enter a single stop loss today. Do you understand how powerful that is? We're printing money here, guys. We're doing something special. I'm not going to let just anybody hop on this. I'm being honest. All right? There's going to be guys that pop in the room, these guys with these mentalities. Oh, what can you do for me? How much money can you make me? I'm just going to block them all. You think that I'm going to give someone like that access to this? Even if a person like that gets money, they're not going to do the right thing with it. I promise you. A person like that gets money will only become more poisonous to themselves and every fucking thing around them. Don't think that I can't tell people's personalities when they hop in this room, and that I'm not measuring whether or not they would be a good fit to actually accept some type of power. The SIG level is still at 1406. So yeah, every time we go to the SIG level and then it fires off in a direction, we could take that position. But like I said, New York's the only thing open right now. I don't expect any large moves. You know, a lot of traders are going home, guys. Yeah, I mean, the people that are in this room right now are on a certain frequency, and there's a reason why you guys will stick around for an hour and watch a scope. If you can't stick around for an hour and watch someone make money, you can't do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, the people that go into the room and then pop out, they wouldn't even have the patience to sit down and make money. It's a waste of time for me to even consider giving any type of mentorship to that person. Giving any type of tool to that person. Those types of people, you know, you'll make them 80 pips and they'll be upset that you didn't make them 85 pips. Right? I mean, are you serious? You know, those types of people, if they have the negative mentality to begin with, there's no amount of money in the world that will change a negative mindset. Money just amplifies what's already there. Money amplifies what's already there. If you're cruel and wicked and negative, money will only amplify it. If you have a good heart and you're giving and you're motivational and you see everything as hopeful, cup half full, money will amplify that as well. The question is that who gets the money? Who gets the power? And who deserves to have their powers amplified? Who deserves to have their influence amplified? Sometimes money does flow into the wrong hands. That does happen. But it's usually not a long-term thing. You can win the lotto, but if you don't know what you're staring at when you come into this room and you're not interested, you're likely to lose it quickly. If you don't have the patience to sit down and study, you know, if you did make a landfall inheritance or win the lotto, that shit's going to be gone quick. It's going to be gone quick. It's harder to keep it than it is to get it in most cases. Just remember that. As hard as it is to get it, it's harder to keep it. I'll scope over the weekend. I'm going to do a motivational scope at some point over the weekend. And then Sunday night, I'm going to hop online. You'll see why I'm hopping online on Sunday night, in addition to going over the economic calendar and going through the routine for the upcoming week. So, guys, you know, if you're short from 1406 right now at 1400, I don't see a reason to stay in the market anymore today. We had a great morning. Give yourself a pat on the back. Switch mindsets to that of an educational mindset. Exactly, Jose. Now we switch the mindset to being more I read that code de la mode. More educational, so it's a little bit different mindset going into the weekend. And start really looking at self-awareness, what you think you're capable of, what your weaknesses and strengths are. Awesome, Eddie. Awesome. So yeah, guys, congratulations. We killed it. We walked away with a total of 83 pips today, which was pretty much all of the moves that occurred this morning, starting at about 5 a.m. All right, so starting at 5 a.m., we pretty much took every single move. And there's a reason why they call us the hashtag Pip Killers. That's all I got to say, baby. All I got to say. Okay, it's noontime. I'm signing off. You guys have a great weekend. I will hop on at least twice this weekend. Saturday, I'm probably going to give a motivational scope. And then Sunday, we will be covering strategy for the upcoming week. And in between those two times, wish you guys blessings, prosperity, clarity of your path, what you're supposed to be doing, your life goals, and beyond. Sign off, guys. Have a great day. Lots of hashtags. I'll talk to you guys later.